Hello everyone, I am Julia Austin, the Violence Prevention Coordinator and Advocate for Hands of Hope Resource Center in Todd and Morrison County. You can find us on our social media sites, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our blog, and YouTube to connect with us. All can be found simply by searching Hands of Hope Resource Center or going to the description below to find the links. You can also find us at our website, handsofhope.net. We're going to now jump right into our topic for the day, which is what to expect when you call a helpline. So let's get started. So why should you call a helpline? Well, talking in real time to a trained counselor, volunteer, advocate might provide you with immediate support and allows, your counselor, your advocate, or your volunteer to easily connect with you on additional places that you may need to get help with. Sometimes it's good to get an outside perspective or have someone who's genuinely listening and providing empathy to you in challenging times you're facing. If you need an unbiased ear or someone in the middle of the night or something like that, you can always call the crisis line for whatever reason you need. We want to be able to help you, and you deserve to be helped. So here are some common questions you might have when you call a helpline. The first one is, who answers your call? Well, you can call a helpline, and it might be a trained counselor, advocate, volunteer that will answer your calls. Many have background in some sort of mental health, social work, prevention, intervention, but all volunteers receive training in crisis counseling and suicide intervention. Here at Hands of Hope, we have a 40-hour training in regards to advocacy and making sure that we're up to date on all of the information that we need to have in regards to being a crisis line advocate. Another question you might have is, when should you call? You do not have to be in a serious crisis to call a helpline. Some people call simply to obtain information or referrals for local community services, the food drives. It could be, a local shelter in your county. Others call because they have something that's on their mind that they want to talk over with someone outside of their current situation. Of course, if you are in a serious emotional crisis, they're there for you for that too. But if it's in an emergency and you need assistance immediately, call 911. Another question is there's different helplines that focus on different specific topics. Here at Hands of Hope Resource Center, we touch on domestic violence, sexual assault, general crime, and child abuse. But all will be able to provide you with support, information, and referrals. Whatever your issue may be or what you're calling for, it will be answered by someone who will be supportive and non-judgmental and who will try to understand exactly what you're saying and how you're feeling. They want to make sure that you feel safe and that you do stay safe, and think through your entire situation or problem to explore your options and to help you figure out what you want to do if there is anything that you want to do in the situation to get help. Another question that is commonly asked is what type of questions will you be asked when you call a helpline? So a lot of helplines are designed, they can be anonymous and confidential. This means that while you may be asked to give your first name, you will not need to provide any additional information if you don't feel you need to do so. Many find that if it is an anonymous helpline, you can feel more comfortable in sharing your situation and your personal questions about the situation. But if you are looking to do maybe an order for protection or a harassment restraining order, you may down the road need to provide your personal information so that we can help you file that and do that order with you. Some sample questions that you may be asked include, are you in a safe place to talk? How can I help you today? How old are you? This helps your advocate, your counselor, your volunteer understand your eligibility for different types of services. And also if you're a minor, legal definition varies from state to state, but if you have specific questions related to your age and issue you're experiencing, the advocate can address those situations too. A couple of samples are tell me a little bit about what happened that led you to this call, when you were upset or the situation when it occurred, to whom did you usually go to for support? Is there anyone else that you may feel you can talk to about this situation? Maybe someone that you've established a support system with outside of the situation that you were in, and how are you surviving, and how do you feel like you're going to do a safety plan after this goes on? And for those callers who express a need for safe shelter, counselors like those, there could be other safe lines for you. We will need to know your city and your state to begin locating on availability after a safe shelter for you, or looking for a safe shelter for you, or looking for other specific areas, maybe you're in a different county that our county can't assist you with, and the situation happened in a different county too, we can always provide you with different advocacy centers for that as well. So you may be wondering, like, why do helplines ask so many questions? And it's important for them to get a clear understanding of your situation and see it from your perspective. We try to really be able to empathize with our clients and those that we're talking to on the crisis line, on the office phone. And we just want to make sure that we remember that they don't know you or anything about your life. So we try to be able to get that understanding from you in your own words. We don't want to ask questions to be nosy. We just want to be able to understand the situation. We ask questions to find the source of your trouble and develop an action plan that makes you feel comfortable. Regardless of your age or location, these services are in place to provide support and assure your safety. Honesty about your situation will help your advocate determine the best resources for you, whether you're dealing with someone with LGBTQIA+ issues, child abuse, mental health struggles, etc. It's just really good to be honest and to share the situation to the best of your ability. Another tip for this is, like, are there alternative ways to, receiving help or resources or referrals instead of just calling a helpline? Yes, we know some people may not be comfortable reaching out over, a telephone. There's always internet, there's like text messaging, chat, email, other forms of text options as well. You can also reach out to someone in person. Speaking to a trusted adult, teacher, school counselor, doctor, or another mental health professional is also a great option as well. It's important to know, no matter how you reach out, the most important thing is that you're getting help. You're not alone during this situation. We want to be there for you, and we want to be able to empathize with you. We want to thank you all for watching, and feel free to check out all of our social media accounts down below. We would love to support, connect, and collaborate with each and every one of you. Have a great day.